So our weekend watch shines a spotlight on government activity, and today we are focusing on the 22-year-old community activist and mayoral hopeful who is taking aim at Mayor Rahm Emanuel for mismanaging city finances. You can read more about this story right now. The Better Watchdog Group, the Better Government Association, is part of this. Here to talk more about the issues from the BGA is Kiana Cepeda-Miller. She joins us this morning. Nice to have you with us.
Thanks for having me, Stacey.
So the candidate for mayor that you're talking about is Jamal Green, 22 years old. And what did he toss out there as part of the campaign?
So after he leapt into the race late last month, he took aim at Mayor Rahm Emanuel for mismanaging city finances. And he mentioned municipal employee pay, specifically the example of city tree trimmers making six-figure paychecks. And some of his fellow progressives thought that was a little out of place, but when we checked his numbers, it turns out that he had them straight. His campaign pointed us to a group that keeps tabs on government spending. Their database showed 13 city tree trimmers making $100,000 or a little more, all told. And the campaign did note, though, that part of why Green made this comment was to draw attention to costly city overtime, which is something that the city administration has come under scrutiny previously, not specific to tree trimmers, but overall. Cops comes to mind as one example.
Right.
However, in that, we looked at how much of those paychecks were comprised of overtime, and we found that it took at least $24,000 per employee for that handful of tree trimmers to get them to six figures. Green stumbles a bit, though, in his argument by pinning this all on the incumbent, though, because every single employee in question here was hired years ago, sometimes decades ago.
Before Rahm Emanuel.
Exactly, and they're paid under contracts that were agreed to by Emanuel's predecessors. And Emanuel in 2012 also made some efforts to keep costs down by signing a new contract that said, going forward, the streets and sanitation employees, the new hires, would be paid lower starting rate. They'd be trained as general laborers, not specifically tree trimmers or anything else.
Right.
So he has made some efforts. Of course, seeing how much overtime takes, or it comes into the mix here, there is something Emanuel could have done there. He could have, his administration could have assigned less overtime potentially, which was why we gave Green a mostly true.
Okay, so yeah, the statement, does the city really pay some tree trimmers six figures? Mostly true.
That's right.
Kiana, thank you so much for sorting that out. You can read more BGA articles at bettergov.org. We're also posting a link on our website, abc7chicago.com, and it's always available too on our news app.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.